Tasmanian devil. She was fun and adventurous, and
we had 5 boys in the family, and we were waiting for a girl. And I'll not forget the day that Jill and my brother walked into the restaurant. Remember the Chinese restaurant? We're having a party, and they came in with her ultrasound picture.
Maddie is very confident. She's very bold. Everyone loves her because she's so unique and has her own personality. She's not afraid to have red hair. She's not afraid of what people think. I just want her to be happy and healthy and just be happy for the rest of her life.
I get emotional talking about it because of the amount of support and love I felt just from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and so it's been an amazing experience.
Madison is a funny case. When you teach long enough, you get to know not just the students you work with, but their brothers and sisters, their moms and dads, their grandmas and grandpas, their aunts and uncles. And I got to work with her in drama class in high school, and blew me away. She's talented, she's passionate, she's got a great vocal instrument, she's adventurous and bold and brassy and wants to do everything at once, and if you don't stop her, will.
And I walked into a room, and there was this beautiful little red-headed girl sitting on the couch with her arms crossed with this big frown scowling at me. I figured, well, my only shot at this was I had a big 110-pound lab mix. And from that point on, she was my little girl.
So I didn't really have symptoms. It was more of I had this weird bump on my hip.
So Maddie, when she came to me with a hip flexor strain, she thought she had a hip flexor injury, or maybe even possibly a hernia, was from her sport. She does martial arts, and she also was doing some fitness classes like kickboxing, so she thought maybe she had strained it. But it had been there for like 2 months. They couldn't just do a biopsy. They had to go in for surgery and do the surgery a certain way, not knowing what they were dealing with. If they were dealing with a sarcoma, the sarcoma surgeries are done different. So she wasn't sure if she'd be able to take a biopsy or if she would have to take the whole thing out. So they were unsure, we didn't know. So she was scheduled for surgery on September 24th, and she went in. And the doctor came out and talked with us. And she didn't really tell us anything, just that she was doing a frozen biopsy and that the tumor came out in one piece. So it came out pretty easy. She goes, it just wanted to come out, so I took it out.
My support counselor, Monica, actually was the first person to tell me that I was eligible for Make-A-Wish. My first reaction to it was I was like, I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it because I didn't want something for having cancer. I didn't want a reward or a gift for having cancer. I'd been thinking about things that would be awesome to do that I otherwise wouldn't get to do anytime soon. And I love the idea of traveling, and I am very adventurous, and I love to get lost in places. So my first wish was to meet Taylor Swift, and that's because, let me just mess with my hair one more time. That's because she has been, since I was 6, and that was when her first album came out, and I was so impressed with her, and I just thought that she was a goddess. My wish was to go to New York, and that's because New York is kind of the center of everything. Like, when you think of America, what do you think of? You think of New York, you think there's something for everything. There's a little bit of, you know, music, and there's fashion, and there's makeup, and there's everything. And it's just a really awesome place, and that's where people go to make, you know, their dreams come true and their dreams. And my third wish, because I love my dogs, but I love small dogs, and not like little yapper dogs, but you know, smaller dogs. And English bulldogs are hilarious because I always say that they're the dog version of me because they're real short and stocky, and people are like, oh, you're not short and stocky, shut up. But I just think that they're so cute and lazy, and that's just, they're like my spirit animal. English bulldogs are my spirit animal, and they're super like, and then they're lazy and cute, and I never felt alone. And partially because of my family, because I mean they're awesome, but I never felt alone because I always had something to turn to. And even before I was diagnosed, I was really connected with it. Because, I mean, when you're young, you kind of feel like the world has it out for you. And music doesn't ask for anything in return. Music doesn't ask you to tell you how you're feeling. Music just says, just listen to this and things are okay. Like, I guarantee you, things are okay. So it's really given me that hope for my future. And I hope that I can do that someday with someone else, so.
Anytime a family is affected and hit with devastating news that their child has cancer is horrible. But if there's light at the end of their tunnel and they come out the other side of that, or no matter what side they come out on, you know, they have support of people that love them, and they have foundations like Make-A-Wish. I mean, it's special. It's really special.